now on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Finding some room at midfield. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 64 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Toddkingofct. And it's now a 7-0 game. Toddkingofct now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jared McKinnon. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run once more with McKinnon. They find some open field here. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Well, if the coaching staff's Doing a good job upstairs. They'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Justin Ellis with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a Bay Area native from up in Berkeley. This is Marshawn Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Get set.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. The open man is Smith. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. First down, the run with Lynch. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Carr gives to Marshawn. Room here to run. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
set, fellas.
They'll run again with Lynch. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll run with Lynch. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Carr now on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Richard on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. 4th and goal, Charles, all the time you see those offenses, especially the quarterback, the running back, looking over the sideline saying, don't send the kicker out. There they did it, and it paid off.
It's really nice to see what they wanted actually done. And how about the coaches getting their faith rewarded by a touchdown?
To Vecchio now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. On first down, Garoppolo. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Keeps himself in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. On the move to his left. Going to let one fly for, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Cassius Marsh in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
7:34.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Giorgio Tavecchio now for the Raider field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Wait.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
On the handoff, Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Carr gives to Rashard, and he'll be taken down at the 34. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on third down, Carr. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep, Trent Taylor. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Go ahead. I got you.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Coverage there by Dexter McDonald.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Bradley Pinion now, on for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
694.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKenna. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Here again is McKenna, able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They run with Breda. And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 65 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 27. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Get set, get set.
They run again on first down, Lynch. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Toddkingofct good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Toddkingofct now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold to add the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Carr now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down at 17. Carr going to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey, come on, come on, come on. Hey, slow down, slow down. 11. 12.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. To the right side, caught by Saleh. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Check 527. Check 527. Too little,
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now Carr throwing on second down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland.
San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Garoppolo now. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 527. Check 527.
And the blitz does come. A dump down to McKinnon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
21. 12.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
I got you. Check 527. 11.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch him rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
Go ahead.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
13. Here we go. 13.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Then he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They start the drive with edge. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. keep pounding here with Lynch. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Here's a give to Lynch. And some room to maneuver. The 30. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Here we go. 11. Well, here we go. Hey, go ahead. 11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. But I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Carr going to throw here. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. DeForest Buckner with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.